EHOME's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2015 Winter Mars TV Dota League. LAN's happening now across the globe. We're here on this couch enjoying some of the best Dota we've seen, having a good time. Myself, Cuddle Guy with Gods, and we're getting ready to dive into game number 2 of the winter bracket semifinal matchup. It's Vici Gaming going against EHOME, an all-Chinese affair. And I gotta say, they've been producing some of the best Dota in this tournament so far. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking nice.
It's also, as all, MDL has been the best Dota played on the new patch. I think by a big margin, we're seeing a lot better Dota played than what we saw at Star Ladder. I think maybe the pool, there's a bit more depth with having the best Western and the best Chinese teams. Own Alliance is really missing right now, but like WCA level of play was pretty low. I mean, the patch was a day old, but
yeah.
So we've seen some teams just look kind of lost until right now at MDL. So it's been fantastic from all the teams. I think Secret may be the exception where individually they've looked great. As a team, they've looked pretty sloppy. So they're out there. We don't have to talk about Secret anymore.
Let's go ahead and hop into the draft now for game number 2, and we can see what's in store for us in the draft, unless they actually didn't load. Oh, there we go. Okay, so again, it looks like the Faceless Void is going to sneak his way through, but can you really blame him? There seems to be a lot of new high priorities here, especially when you're on the side of Vici Gaming, because you got to get rid of that Bat Rider and that Earth Spirit, both big tools for both of these teams.
Night Stalker, another one, which is... That's been really popular for the Chinese teams.
And the ban on the Venge, so we get this Faceless Void, and this is what I was talking about last time, so look for that ban onto Zeus in the second phase, okay?
They could second pick it if they really want to make sure they get it, but Zeus into Spirit Breaker, never that fun for a Zeus player, but...
That's true.
If you feel like it's the hero that's going to work, you may just pick it and then look to protect him by having a support who can sit behind him, a Rubik or someone to cancel the charge, or like a Dazzle to grave him, keep him alive.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker does allude to potentially another Ice Darkseer possibly, but after that last game, it's like I want to see Vici Gaming just totally take it in a different direction here. Last time it was very greedy, slow to roll and build up. This time I want the opposite. I want to see what we saw from EHOME in the last game. Very fight intensive and ready to just kind of respond on a whim and be able to have all the tools necessary to take a fight at 10 minutes.
And I think EHOME are likely going to learn from Vici's loss and not pick Death Prophet second. And I think they're more likely to pick like a Witch Doctor, something kind of more stable. I think picking up 2 of your cores in the first 2 picks and having 2 heroes both very ulti dependent, and you've got long cooldowns to fight around, you've also got to hit your level 6s. It's not strong. It's Witch Doctor. I feel smart for now, but it won't last long.
Peanut butter and jelly, so can't really blame them for it.
Purple and purple,
as well. Like, I mean,
gotta stick to the color theme.
It's just like the next best pairing you can get with what's kind of available out there. But what is the response? This is where, you know, I casually make the call out as a scrub caster where I allude to picks that we just don't see anymore that casually used to be great counters in these situations, like the Silencer, let's say, for Vici Gaming. Very good against Faceless Void. Stops the ward, stops anything that comes to follow the Chronosphere, but you know, I wouldn't mind them being a bit more experimental because we've been seeing Faceless Void so successful. Eventually you're going to have to do something to change things up. Lion going to be banned out here from EHOME. It's been a favorite pick.
Have we seen a lot of I haven't seen that many of Vici's games.
Vici has played a couple of Lion games when I was checking the Dota buff before this series. So it's more of a targeted ban, obviously.
Yeah, because I mean, Spirit, like I feel like they could fit in the Silencer because they don't need like a lot of stuns from their other support, which with Spirit Breaker already picked up, but I was a bit caught by the Lion ban. It does have a zoning support who has control to prevent the Time Walk away, which is always nice.
Oh, they rid of the other big mid laner. I like to call it what used to be the mid lane holy trinity back at Tier 3. Was like OD, Viper, and Razor. It was like a solid rotation between those 3 for quite a while, and we don't see much Razor any. You know, I don't even know if I've seen any Razor in this tournament specifically. So when they don't go for Razor, you still have options like It's like Razor's been bumped down on the totem pole, and heroes like Invoker and Death Prophet have been moved up. So I would more likely would see one of those 2 come out from EHOME here than the Razor. So
and EHOME like to just play fighting heroes. They want to be very aggressive in the mid game. Any greedy picks will be going CTY's way, but if they're picking CTY saying greedy, it's so the other 4 heroes will have a composition that can fight really well.
Yeah. Also expect probably CTY to get the Morphling maybe in this game or Terrorblade.
This is definitely a. I mean, at this stage we're kind of seeing Morphling. There's no like Morphling games or not Morphling. It's always a Morphling game.
Yeah.
It always fits as that third or fourth pick for your carry role for the most part.
Yeah, he's been doing really well with the hero, so we'll see. But as I also said, that Zeus pick, but you know, I don't know if it will fit the lineup with the pressure of a Spirit Breaker there, like you were alluding to. But we'll see if that theory does stay true or not. There's a lot of great things here, so this ban from Vici is, you know, it's got to work. Because I don't know.
So many like heroes you could like justify a ban on. The Death Prophet, the Zeus, and the supporting cast heroes you could ban out. The AA of Land, I'm a big popular hero of his. The Tusk is another one they played last game. It wasn't Kaka's like an amazing performance from Kaka, but it got the job done. The Morphling, another ban just fine. Invoker. It's really hard. It's great that the patch is at a point where like you get to this third or fourth ban and you're like, which of these 20 heroes do we ban out? Because they could go for any of them and that'd be great.
There's the Phoenix. We were, you know, you was tickled about in our game 1 draft, and Vici, one of the only teams that continue to pull it out here for Daryl. I'm excited to see it firsthand. Yeah, it's been boasted quite a bit. So
I love this hero. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's one of my favorite heroes to watch, to play, to cast. It's great.
Now for EHOME, and Invoker's gone, Precious Viper for Old Chicken's gone, and you were saying that maybe they don't go over to Death Prophet, learning from what they saw from Vici Gaming. So what does that leave then? Aside from the Razor, maybe like Alina?
They want heroes that can deal with the egg. Is at least one hero and like a support or something that can reliably hit the egg. Either BKB cores, heroes that have ways to get with Fire Spirit, like a Life Sealer type hero. They need something which can either kill and engage on the egg or run the hell away from it.
Somebody has plugged in some new hardware.
What are we plugging in here, guys?
There we go. Hacks are uploaded.
Oh, he's sound now.
Death Prophet will cave and go back.
That's not the hero to deal with the egg, but it's a hero that gives you a great team fight, and I gotta imagine whatever the safe lane hero is for CTY, the support probably going to be some like ranged hero that can at least poke at the egg, even if they don't have a great answer to it.
But I hope they don't fall into that same thing that we saw Vici Gaming Game 1, where you have a lot of heroes who do require a lot of build-up, because it still looks like it could be a Morphling game for CTY, another hero that needs to be greedy, take all the time. Gotta get that Linken's first, which is just that defensive tool, then you move forward and start to build it more offensively. And
I don't think they can pick Morphling anymore with this. You pick Death Prophet, you want the fighting carry. You pick a fighting mid, like a Viper, then you go for the greedy carry.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to...
It's my assumption from based on what we've been saying.
That's a pretty good philosophy, at least.
It's like one of your good... Like, they're fighting carries that do scale well. Gyrocopter's good, I think, still. As far as killing the egg, it's not bad. You can go BKB, you can go Manta as well. Like, you Manta off and then hit the egg.
Ooh. Shadow Shaman. The Rasta Pasta man coming out here. Fourth pick for Vici Gaming. When you can't get a lion, you get the next best thing. Another man who has 2 hexes and a wealth of disables to work with here. And, well, a convenient set of wards. So now it's like eggs down, wards down. How are we going to deal with all this? Lots of multiple things to take care of here. Could turn a bit hectic here for EHOME. Very interesting. So...
10 seconds.
Vici Gaming have a lineup where they're going to be causing a lot of fires, and EHOME, it's a struggle to put them all out and keep their ducks in a row.
Yeah, it seems for Vici, like based on the Lion ban that EHOME did, that they prioritize having support that has a ton of lockdown to deal with the Faceless Void in the off lane, prevent the time walks away, just make sure you can control him. And EHOME go Jug, Blade Fury, hit the egg. It's very handy. You can always gather Fire Spirits. CTY last game went for a very deep build. He had a lot of stats. He had 1-3-1 at like level 9 or something, where he had 3 in Healing Ward, a bunch in stats, 1 in Blade Fury, 1 in crit. I would expect more into a max Blade Fury build, because he's going to have to... We talked about carry. This is it. So I don't think he'll go for the same build.
It's just you could tell they favor having the profile of a fighting carry over the natural synergy they probably wanted to have on their team, because you're seeing the anti-synergy a bit. Jug and Chronosphere obviously doesn't work out too great until later, and he has the attack speed and damage to work with it. He's not the best at being able to bring down Shadow Shaman wards without taking a lot of damage himself. I guess you have the healing ward to help you a bit, but you know,
Manta Illusion's always nice. I imagine it's a Manta game, just so you don't want to go BKB on Jug, and you can Manta Fire Spirits and kill someone really fast with Manta illusions, but that's like down the road.
So now we see final bans coming out. The crafty
Vici
Pugna
Gaming's
being taken
turn
away
to
here from Vici Gaming, and EHOME will ban out the Morphling. So
Yeah. And Vici can go a bit greedy with their carry, because OD, the way it's being played with this drums fighting build, does allow for kind of harder carries to be played in the safe lane.
something to be able to work around the Faceless Void, whether it's a quick blink out a la like AM Greedy Farmer, or...
I think they want some initiation / burst damage, because Death Prophet Exorcism, you want to be able to jump Death Prophet Killer, which your lineup doesn't allow you to do great so far. Wraith King gives you that to some extent.
You also need the utility he can bring. Let's say like later on, could be an AC candidate, and you will need the extra armor for your team when battling against something like a Death Prophet and a heavy fighter like Jug. And someone who's not going to be afraid to go man mode here. Plus, yeah, you blow a chrono on Wraith King to kill him. Well, he comes back, you don't have a chrono anymore, so I like it. His Royal Majesty.
What
the
is their
Emperor.
last pick?
Last pick now for EHOME. Their secondary support card, Earthshaker, maybe to help kite around the Wraith King a bit.
Sounds pretty good.
Can't help with the egg a lot. Oh,
Chen.
back for the Chen. Last time Lanham played the Chen, man, he was a very active Chen. It wasn't like about that greedy jungle farming life, get the mech. He was like, I'm coming to the mid lane, I'm not leaving. Coming to this lane, I'm not going anywhere. And my creeps are going to be a real big problem, so.
Yeah.
I think EHOME are just going to, again, be a very active early game to mid game. Hope that the Jug is going to be in fighting by that point, and look to nerf down Vici Gaming before they could stride later on, so. We'll see. This will be a fun one. Who do you think the pressure is on more to kind of achieve success in the early game? Is it pressure for someone like Vici to kind of withstand that Chen?
Yeah,
or for EHOME to meet that quota?
I don't think EHOME have to play aggressive with their Chen, but if they do Vici Gaming, have to be ready for it and can't give up. If they have a bad early game, EHOME get their level 6s, their Exorcism, their Chronosphere online, they'll start getting free kills, free towers, and snowball out of control. I think the early game is more important for Vici Gaming to at least hold even. They can't afford to really lose it.
All right, folks, here we go. As we splash through the laggy waters of the perfect world, we're hopping into game number 2 of the winner bracket semifinal matchup. Vici Gaming going against EHOME. Winner will secure the spot in the final round, and the loser will have to battle their way out from the lower bracket. So here we go. Already up one game. It's EHOME here. We're going to be supporting the Dire side, already out on move. FY dishes out the early ward here, and you remember last game, it was EHOME who sprung the trap from the Roche pit with a big snowball play, so maybe Vici Gaming could be a bit on edge here. Don't know what this EHOME crafty squad of goons are going to be up to.
And again, we see teams kind of sticking to the sides they prefer. Vici Gaming, Radiant 2 games in a row, and it's not just like a region thing where, like, let's say the Chinese teams prefer the Dire side, the Western teams are picking Radiant. It's different from every team to team, because here it's Vici like Radiant, EHOME like Dire. And same kind of thing with some of the earliest series, like the EG Complexity, for example, and the Secret series.
Very interesting that they're dancing around that top lane. Phoenix didn't have a ward, and doesn't look like he planted a ward, so I guess they're just trading casual hits, getting what intel they can. Phoenix could be going for the Icarus dive rune. Swap, swipe right here.
Phoenix
up to the top rune. I would love to see if he's going to swipe it. Woo! Swing and a miss, though. Not going to be able to get it.
What Daryl? Sure he's done that one countless times in his pub games. Wouldn't expect him to mistime it.
Maybe a bit rusty after spectating so many of the games and not being able to get his hands warm.
Yeah. But and only had a 20-minute game to warm up on, so he's like, man, I wish that game was longer. But hello.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and tweak some of the gears and some of the little switches under the hood right now. We can't ruin the facade, so here we come back into the game. And maybe we can get those last hits up as well, so we can see who's gonna get up in the head. There we go. Oh, Death Prophet way up in front with a 1-1 CS.
Game's over.
Oh, how did they recover? They recover by taking a fight, it looks like. The Witch Doctor, so petrified by the approach of Fenrir, is frozen solid and just staggered in place, can't seem to move anywhere, and, well, as the Coconut flies out, it's going to end up falling down. It's Ice who will claim first blood, taking down Ka.
Well, the Void's time dilation extending to the server, it seems.
Yeah.
But,
oh, goodness. Yeah, they're gonna have to do a bit of a reconnect, it looks like, and it's a shame because already seeing... Ooh, he's
gonna
able to
salve
barely
too.
live. Yeah.
And he didn't like get the salve cancel or
Salve was-
yeah, it's
oh,
going.
oh, I can't.
A late animation. They're like unsure. Like, do we get hammer? Is he still dying?
Fortunes change.
Death by decrees.
God penance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no.
Repent. Appall upon my life. Birth is a promise.
Oh, look at it go. All mine. To the oblique world.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No.
Behold is the answer to all life's questions.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We all owe a
What sort of king am I?
Trial by blade.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You become past tense.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
In my dream. Oh, look at me go! Still to come.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Done. You get nothing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Khan has fallen to the Dire.
You go to the final penance. And worthy fool.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shade.
I can only dream of such a day.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Monster kill!
Found unworthy.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Hand of God.
EHOME victory!